What does it take to build a machine that looks like a sculpture, moves like a rocket, and costs more than a house? But the journey from raw carbon fiber sheet to a street-legal masterpiece is just getting started. The body panels, now cured and cooled, are painstakingly inspected under piercing white lights. Craftsmen search for even the smallest flaw, a ripple, a bubble, a thread out of place. Any imperfection, no matter how imperceptible to the untrained eye, can mean the difference between perfection and rejection. Panels that pass muster are sanded, polished, and prepped for paint. But painting a luxury sports car is not about spraying on a color. It's a ritual. First comes the primer, a foundation for the color to cling to. It's smoothed to a glass-like finish by hand, before multiple coats of paint are layered with almost meditative precision. The color itself may have been custom developed, mixed with rare metallic flakes or even actual gold dust, designed to shimmer and change hue in different lights. After the paint, a clear coat is applied, then sanded, then polished again, sometimes for days, until the surface is so deep and reflective you could read a book in its gloss. Inside, the cabin is a showcase of tactile luxury. The leather is not just any leather, it's sourced from select herds, raised at particular altitudes to minimize blemishes. The hides are tanned and dyed in small batches, then cut and stitched by hand. Each stitch is perfectly spaced, each panel of leather fitted with the care of a bespoke suit. Some interiors feature rare woods, inlays of carbon fiber, or even gemstones. No two cars are exactly alike. The steering wheel alone may take hours to wrap and stitch. The seats molded precisely to the contours of the human body for both comfort and support at high speed. But it's not just about the look and feel. The dashboard is a marvel of modern technology. Digital displays blend seamlessly with analog dials, offering the driver a cockpit that wouldn't be out of place in a fighter jet. Every button, every switch, every tactile surface has been tested, retested, and positioned for intuitive use, even at 300 kilometers per hour. The infotainment system is often custom-built, integrating state-of-the-art navigation, sound, and connectivity, all while keeping distractions to a minimum. The audio system, if you dare to use it over the roar of the engine, is tuned for the unique acoustics of each cabin, with speakers placed not just for sound, but for an immersive audio experience. Meanwhile, the undercarriage and suspension are being assembled with surgical precision. Aluminum and titanium components are machined to tolerances finer than a human hair. Each suspension arm is hand-fitted and balanced, ensuring that the car will respond to a driver's touch with the delicacy of a ballet dancer and the certainty of a missile. The brakes, often carbon ceramic, are designed to withstand forces that would fade ordinary systems. Every nut and bolt is torqued, marked, and inspected. Nothing is left to chance. Wheels and tires are their own category of obsession. The rims might be forged from a single billet of aluminum or crafted from lightweight magnesium. The tires are not just off the shelf. They're developed in partnership with tire manufacturers, custom compounded for that specific car's weight, power, and handling characteristics. Each tire is X-rayed, spun, and balanced before it ever touches the road. Finally, the car is coming together. Engine mated to chassis, body panels fitted, interior installed. But it's far from finished. Now comes the testing phase. Each car is driven on a private track by professional test drivers who push the machine to its limits. They listen for the slightest rattle, feel for the faintest vibration. Data is logged in real time, analyzed by engineers who tune and tweak until the car doesn't just perform on paper, but dances in the real world. After track testing, the car is subjected to the rain room, a chamber that simulates monsoon-level downpours to ensure not a drop leaks inside. The car is exposed to extreme heat and freezing cold to guarantee performance, whether you're in the Sahara or the Arctic. Every electronic system is checked, every light, every sensor. Only when it passes this battery of tests is it deemed worthy of the badge. The final step is perhaps the most personal. Before delivery, each car is detailed by hand. Technicians in white gloves inspect every millimeter, wiping away dust, buffing chrome, and checking that every surface is flawless. A tiny plaque, sometimes engraved with the buyer's name or the technician's signature, is fixed somewhere discreet. An intimate reminder that this is not just a machine, but a piece of art made by real hands. Building a luxury sports car is not about moving people from point A to point B. It's about pushing the very limits of what's possible, of blending art and science, beauty and brutality, comfort and speed. It's a months-long, sometimes years-long process, involving hundreds of specialists, each a master of their craft. The result is a car that's as much a sculpture as it is a machine, as much a symphony as it is a tool. So the next time you see a luxury sports car glide past, know that it is the culmination of thousands of hours of human passion and ingenuity. Not just transportation, but an obsession. Engineered. Imagine a world where machines take center stage, where robots silently weld, assemble, and churn out products by the thousands. Now, cast that image aside. Here, in the rarefied space of luxury sports car manufacturing, robots step back and human hands take over. The artistry begins with the very skeleton of the machine, the chassis. Crafted not from ordinary steel, but from aerospace-grade aluminum, each piece is handled and fused by skilled artisans whose experience and intuition surpass the reach of automation. Every weld tells a story, each joint a testament to human dexterity and years of honed expertise. But this process is not just about assembling metal. It's about achieving perfection invisible to the naked eye. Once the chassis has taken shape, it undergoes a rigorous inspection process where X-rays scan every seam and joint. These aren't checks for the obvious, but for the infinitesimal. Tiny voids or hairline fractures that could compromise not just safety, but the razor-sharp performance these vehicles are famed for. Each flaw is rooted out, every imperfection meticulously fixed. The result? A structure so precise that every gram saved, every curve engineered, translates directly into speed, agility, and the unspoken promise of performance. Here, obsession is not a flaw. It's the secret ingredient. Once the bones are perfect, the sculpture turns toward color. To the untrained eye, car paint is just paint. But in this realm, it's liquid artistry. The process stretches over 10 painstaking days, beginning with sanding to create a canvas smoother than glass. A special primer, formulated for durability and luster, is applied to ensure the color adheres perfectly. Then begins the dance of color coats, multiple layers, each hand-applied by master painters who know that precision is measured in microns, not millimeters. After every coat, the body is cured and then examined under ultraviolet light, revealing any whisper of imperfection missed by human eyes. But the gloss doesn't stop there. What sets these machines apart is the depth and shimmer that seem to flow like liquid metal. 3 to 5 layers of crystal clear coat are delicately applied, each one polished to gleaming perfection with lamb's wool pads. The final stage, sealing, which locks in the shine and leaves the surface so reflective it defies belief. The outcome is not just color, but a living, breathing skin that bends light and draws the eye. A finish that says, even at a standstill, this car is in motion. Step inside, and the pursuit of perfection becomes even more intimate. The seats, the dashboard, each tactile surface, these are not dressed in average leather. Only the finest hides make the cut, sourced from cows raised high in the Alps, where the air is clean and insects are few. Why? To ensure the leather is flawless, unmarred by scars or bites. The tanning process is as natural as it is ancient, using oils, not chemicals, to preserve softness and aroma. The hides are dyed in oak drums, a technique that infuses color deep into the fibers, and then handed to craftspeople whose skill is legendary. Their stitches are so precise, so consistent, it's said they could sew with their eyes closed. And the scent, the unmistakable aroma of luxury, doesn't happen by accident. It's carefully engineered, a blend crafted to evoke a sense of power, exclusivity, and anticipation every time the door opens. But beneath the comfort and opulence lies a brain built for speed. Electronics here are not just about convenience, they're about control. Real-time telemetry systems monitor everything: tire pressure, brake temperatures, suspension stiffness, engine torque, even the G-forces as the car corners at impossible speeds. These sensors don't just report, they adapt, shifting settings in milliseconds to keep the car poised on the edge of physics. For the true enthusiast, even the driver's heartbeat can be tracked, merging man and machine in a symphony of data, feedback, and relentless pursuit of the perfect lap. The final stage is not assembly, it's a ritual. The environment is less a factory than a laboratory. Every technician dons white gloves, a symbol of the purity and precision demanded at every step. Tools are calibrated daily, their accuracy checked and rechecked. There are no conveyor belts racing through the building. Each car is pieced together slowly, methodically, as if time itself is a luxury only the best can afford. Some vehicles spend over 400 hours in this process, each component checked, fitted, and checked again. Yet, before a car is deemed worthy of its badge, it must prove itself on the road. Professional drivers take the wheel, pushing the machine to its limits on closed tracks. Here, data is invaluable, but it's the human touch, the sense of balance, the feel of the steering wheel, the response of the throttle, that guides the final adjustments. Each car is tuned not just for numbers, but for the intangible sensation that separates good from legendary. And then, just when it seems the journey is complete, there's one last secret touch. The owner's initials, delicately engraved and hidden within the build record of the car. A personal signature woven into the soul of the machine. A subtle reminder that this is not mass production. This is a singular masterpiece, crafted for one, and one alone. So the next time you see a luxury sports car, its curves slicing through the air, its paint glimmering in the sunlight, remember, you're witnessing more than just engineering. You're seeing the culmination of thousands of hours of human passion, artistry, and obsession. It's a testament to what happens when every detail matters, when perfection is not a goal, but a standard. This is not just a car. It is the embodiment of a dream, made real through the relentless pursuit of excellence. This is how luxury sports cars are made.